international markets as early as possible often see major advantages. By many measures, the born global company is a rising and important trend in business today. On the other hand, it would be naive to think that borders have disappeared. It's one thing to have easier initial access to customers in different countries. It's quite another to prepare your business to market to, sell to, service, and support them. The internet has broken down what previously seemed like an invisible force field. Now, customers from around the world can cross borders, online at least, to engage with your company. The problem with this new reality is that, in some cases, it can make international expansion even more chaotic and less predictable than it was before. In the past, companies could wait longer and make more calculated, longer-term bets for expansion. Today, business leaders suddenly find themselves asking many questions at an earlier point in time than they might have expected to, such as, how much attention should we give to the markets that show strong interest? How many markets should we focus on at a time? When is the right time for us to grow internationally? And more generally, how can we do all this in a predictable and sustainable way? International expansion has become both easier and harder. It's easier now to reach customers online with an app or through a marketplace instead of traveling overseas to set up a physical office before you can meet them in person. But in the digital age, it's also harder for many businesses to address the complexity of dealing with customer needs from various countries at earlier stages of growth, when they are usually still working on finding strong product-market fit. The good news is that you can become a global company sooner than ever before, which offers tremendous advantages and growth potential for your business. The bad news is, if you're not careful about refining your expansion strategy as you continue down this path, you might end up going into too many markets too soon before your company is ready. That's why I wrote this book, to help you achieve a balanced approach as you take your company global within this new reality. Going global faster requires a global mindset earlier. Under the old way of going global, you didn't need to bother with having a global mindset until you were at a more advanced stage of expansion. When founding a company, you could focus exclusively on the vision for your domestic market first, because of the slower pace of going global. From there, you would focus on entering just one or a few local markets at a time, then adding more markets until you eventually became a global business. By the time that happened, you could then focus more people at your company on adopting a global mindset. Under the new rules, companies need to adopt a global mindset from the beginning for one simple reason: power dynamics are changing. In the digital age, companies are subjected to more market pull than ever before. Customers have more access and more control to bring your company into new markets, whether this is your strategy or not. And with the pace of business changing more rapidly today, you need to ensure your company has the capability to intensify your presence in other markets when you decide to pull the trigger and invest more in doing so. Table I.2 notes how this plays out according to the old rules and the new rules of international expansion. Table I.2 Old versus New Stages of International Expansion. Stages of International Expansion. Strategy and Operations. Old way, at founding, domestic. Early stage, initial market entry. Mid-stage, subsequent market entries. Late stage, global business. New way, at founding, multi-market. Early stage, local market intensification. Mid-stage, local market intensification. Late stage, global business. Vision and mindset. Old way, at founding, domestic. Early stage, international. Mid-stage, international. Late stage, global. New way, early stage, global first. Mid-stage, global first. Quite simply, the path to building a global business has fewer phases than it did before, which